I apologize profusely for just the completely unhinged uploading schedule. It's chaotic in here. On May 1st, I'm thinking of opening up my Shopify again. Would you like to see? Of course, when I make a major financial decision, something happens. Who left this here? I think I'm gonna shut the Etsy down. Good morning. It is Tuesday, and I have decided that today, since I'm off work, I am just going to kind of organize and not really rearrange, but just organize the bedroom because it's chaotic in here and it's hard to work in here if I need to work in here. I usually do my Cricut and like paper craft stuff in here or draw. The sewing I only do out in the studio shed bar area, so I just need to figure stuff out here. I got some shoes yesterday for work and I need to like figure out what I'm doing with them. There's clothes that I need to put away. There's just a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and get stuff done in here. And then at some point today, I do want to go out and start sewing the chiffon sleeves for the luxe size scrunchies because those are, I want to get them done by the end of the week. I wanted to get them done last week, but it just didn't happen. So that's on my list for today. And as far as everything else, I do need to rework the lemon pins and figure out how much lighter I need to make the image so that it prints on the shrink plastic correctly. And then when I actually shrink it, it's yellow and not orange. So I'm going to fiddle around with that today and then make a couple of those pins. I also need to make them smaller because I realized they turned out really big for some reason. So I need to also make them smaller. And as far as neon picnic stuff, except for trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the fabric, the neon picnic fabric, and I also have to sew some gingham stuff and make some wristbands. I also just have to do product photography, which I think I was going to do today if I could. There's a lot. I have until the end of the month. That is what I have decided. Okay, here, let's have a seat. Okay, here's what's happening. Okay. I am trying to see, let's see, May 1st. It's not May 1st yet, but on May 1st, I'm thinking of opening up my Shopify again and just reworking it and possibly have the shop launch on May 30th. That's always been the idea. I just didn't want to like be super stuck on a date and then not have that date, come to fruition. So May 31st officially is when I am planning on launching the Neon Picnic collection, which is crazy. It's crazy to think about. So we still have a couple of weeks. I have to push a lot of just everything. I have to market like now. So that's what I'm thinking. But before I do anything, I'm just going to pop some headphones on and just organize and clean in here because I cannot actually function in this mess. Especially, do you see that shelf back there? Last night my husband organized his books, but that stuff down there is all mine. Let's get started. Of course, when I make a major financial decision, something happens. Nothing big. Also, I did organize that slightly. But I did end up renewing my Shopify subscription. Yay. The thing is, my Squarespace domain, because I used to have a Google domain, and then for some reason Google transferred them to Squarespace, which, whatever. For some reason I can't hook it up. It's really annoying. And I remember back in January, I accidentally disputed my Squarespace charge because I forgot that Google, did the whole transfer thing. So I disputed it. So I'm wondering if maybe that's why I'm having issues. So I don't know. Like, I thought that I had fixed the issue, but then my bank was like, no, it wasn't really fixed, but Squarespace is still saying that my subscription's active. I don't know. But I'm sitting here on support trying to see if a human will talk to me, but I'll keep you updated. I'm sorry, but that is the funnest way I've ever been addressed in a live chat. Good morning. Made a lot of progress with the website. I will give you a sneak peek. okay? Because I have been offline for, well, offline as far as vlogging for the last week because of work. Luckily, unluckily, my hours are lower this coming week, so I will have more time to dedicate towards the shop. The website is coming along very, very well. I think for the most part, until we can expand or something or whatever, when I can actually put the actual funds in to get the design updated or something, I'm just going for something very clean, very minimal, nothing too crazy. And I put up, I think, almost everything Neon Picnic related. Most of my collections are up right now. I haven't put any of the autumn and Halloween stuff up yet, but I think I will anyway. So everything's coming along. I have to update all of the mock-ups and stuff, but things are looking pretty good. So would you like to see? So this is just the back end of Shopify, and as you can see, things are coming along quite well. I don't know if that's gonna stay, the bar up here. I was toying with the idea of, for UK orders only, offering free shipping, because I just feel like that is doable, at least for UK orders. It wouldn't work for orders going out to other areas of the world, shipping wise. But these are the mock-ups just from Printful. I'm going to do my own mock-ups, but everything looks pretty good, so pretty happy with how it's looking. It's not amazing, it's not incredible, but it's my own website, and the fees are going to be astronomically lower than what Etsy could ever do. So, I mean, that is also considering the website fee itself, which is a yearly fee, and credit card fees. But at least I'm not being charged a listing fee every time I list a product, or like a shipping fee, or like a fee for just the item. Do you know what I mean? There's like a flat rate for the credit card processing fee, and that's pretty much it. And plus some other things, but it's long story short, it's gonna be better business wise than staying on Etsy. I'm even considering just letting my products on Etsy start expiring and then just closing the Etsy shop. I think that might be what I do going forward, because my Etsy doesn't get much traffic to begin with. Like, yes, I get, favorites here and there for Etsy, but I think in the long run, I just need to have my own shop. But at the same time, I'm also thinking, do I just keep it open to keep my name out there, to get my name out there more? So I don't know yet, but I have some ideas in mind, but I think when I am getting closer to closing the Etsy shop, that will be my idea, is just let the listings expire and then close the shop. So that's my idea right now. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to work on a couple of mock-ups, and I don't know if I'm going to go out to the shed today to sew. I know I've said it all week that I want to get these navy ones done, but if I'm off Sunday, Monday, I could, or even like Saturday evening, I could start doing that tomorrow, because I do work tomorrow. So that's what I'm thinking right now. So I'm gonna get started on this because there's a lot to do. I have a lot of mock-ups to do. Hello everyone, it is Wednesday, and I apologize profusely for just the completely unhinged uploading schedule. It just is what it is. Like, there's not really much more I can say with working and now getting the website up. I am really excited about the website. The only thing that is a problem right now is that my Squarespace domain is having issues connecting with Shopify. I'm hoping they get sorted out before the launch happens on May 31st, by the way. It's May 31st. And, well, car. Actually, truck. Pulling a trailer. But it is a product photography sort of day, so I got some Neon Picnic scrunchies in front of me. I haven't gotten all of the navy luxe size done. I don't even have a single one done. It's just been hectic. All of the basic size ones are done, but the luxe size, none of them are done. And I thought maybe I would sew one out real quick just for the product photography, but I can do some more product photography tomorrow. It's not like a big deal, and like it doesn't have to be sunny for me to do product photography. So I'm just gonna do what I can. I've got the wristlets here too. I have to pull my stickers out. I actually have to redo the one sticker sheet, but like I'm trying to get done what I can. I still have what, 3 weeks? 2.5 weeks? I still have about 2.5 weeks, but I want to get most of what I can done, like today. And then, get done what I can at a later time. Hopefully not too late, but later. So I'm gonna go ahead and bang these out, and I'll talk to you when I start editing those photos. Who left this here? Who done this? I done this. Okay, we have to sit down and talk about everything that's going on because I honestly haven't been vlogging. I haven't been taking any footage of anything. I've been trying to be a little bit better since I've been like actually making some things this week. But let's sit down and catch up. I don't even know where to start. So it is, I don't even know what day it is. It's May 8th. It's Thursday. I have opened the website back up. The URL for the website is noels.place. No, wait, it's noelsplace.myshopify.com, I think. So it won't be noels.place for the launch if this continues to be an issue. And if it is an issue for the rest of the week, I'll try and contact somebody. But anyway, long story short, the website is up. I have been so busy customizing it and making it my own and putting all of the listings on from Etsy, which we will talk about in 2 seconds here. I think I'm gonna shut the Etsy down because, and this comes from a place where recently I did have an order. Somebody bought a bookmark. Yay! Thank you, Karen. So Karen bought a bookmark, and I was very excited for this order. It had been a while since I've had an order. I think the last order I had was from Shane. So Shane, I hope your mom loved the scrunchies for Mother's Day. So I was like, great, okay, awesome. When do I get that money in? And I looked on my payment account for the Etsy, and it said I was gonna get 91p because a bunch of listings had been relisted. So that took like, what, 20, I think it's 20 cents or something, or 20p or whatever for every listing. So a bunch of listings had been relisted. And then Karen's, order, of course, incurred fees as per Etsy because Etsy's lovely. So I said, you know what? I'm done. I can't. There's no feasible way to make money on Etsy unless you absorb like the costs and stuff into your prices. It's insanity. So I am closing the Etsy down. Basically what I've done is I've just turned all of my auto listings off. And so once all of those listings expire, there won't be anything in the shop. And then at that point, I'm closing it down because I can't do this anymore. It's not worth it. I get that a lot of people are like, oh, it's really great for, traffic and stuff. But I'm at the point now where I really want to push my own marketing and stuff. And that's where I wanted, that's what the direction that I want to go. It's always been the direction that I wanted to head into. But since I didn't have a job, I didn't really have the funds to open my own website and la-di-da-di-da. So I'm excited to announce the closing of my Etsy shop. It sounds weird, but that's what we're going to do. So I am out here because, oh my gosh, I need to finish these navy luxe scrunchies and the gingham ones. So almost everything is listed on the website. There's a couple of print-on-demand things I need to list. There are some more product photos I need to take for the Neon Picnic launch. And today I was trying to remake some pins because a couple of my pins just didn't turn out correct. I was trying to do some stickers. I think I did stickers yesterday. I can't remember what all I did, but I did a lot of stuff yesterday. I just didn't vlog it or anything. But yeah, I have a lot to do today. I do plan on filming it because Lord knows I have not been filming. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm really, really, really sorry. It's just I've been busy with work. Well, I say I'm busy with work. I am busy with work when I'm at work. And then when I'm not at work, like I've just been chilling. Honestly, just chilling because I'm so tired at the end of the day. And the last thing I want to do is come out and sew. And we only have the one color to do. And then I noticed when I was taking product photos that I guess I didn't finish the pink scrunchies. I never sewed them up. So that's something I'm going to have to do out here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy more boxes. I keep saying it, but I think I do need to actually buy more boxes. Go and just like go and hop on Argos on here and just buy some more of those boxes. And then do a big inventory count. And I also have to make, oh my gosh, I still have to figure out if I'm doing headbands or not. Yeah, because why did I buy that fabric if I wasn't going to do something with it? So yeah, one thing at a time though, or else I'm gonna get so overwhelmed. And then once the Neon Picnic launch has launched and I don't have to worry about making any more products for it, I am gonna take whatever fabric that I have laying in there. Because I know there's bee fabric, there's unicorn denim fabric, and there's strawberry fabric. And there's the mint, the tourmaline. I don't think I'm gonna call it tourmaline. There's the mint fabric in there. I'll just make whatever else up and just get all those projects finished because I don't want to sit here and have a bunch of projects unfinished. So anyway, speaking of unfinished projects, let's tackle these luck size scrunchies. Ugh. So I'm just gonna say it. I hate what they did in here. Like, I despise how the setup is in here. I get that the main purpose was to make this in like an outdoor theater sort of situation, and I get that, and I understand. The situation that I'm having an issue with is that my husband and I don't have an area to ourselves that we can feasibly work from, as opposed to my brother-in-law who has a studio adjacent to this building, completely, for his own, needs and whatever. Except he's also sleeping right now, so he's not even awake to use said workspace. Okay, so the other thing is though too, I also work from underneath my bed. Anyway, I have a job now, so we'll be saving for a house. But no, it's just hard working out here now. Like, my space is limited. How I can film is a bit limited now. Because before, I had that area where I could like kind of maneuver a little bit better, but now it's like I don't even know. But anyway, I digress. I'm just trying to sort myself out here. And the other thing is though too, because it's an outdoor theater situation, anybody could basically come out here and use it whenever they want. And that means my time out here is very limited. And I never know when people are going to come out here or if they want to come out here. I know I saw my brother-in-law and mother-in-law here at one point. I'm making a mess. These are so cute, by the way. Like, I was photographing everything yesterday and I could not flippin' stand how cute everything was. The other thing, though, too, that I'm thinking of, I was talking to my husband about it. I was like, maybe I should get one of those, like, pop-up product photography tents or something. Because some of my photos are not the greatest because, space is limited and I take all of my product photography. Maybe I'll try and find a clip of it, of me doing it. But I do all of my product photography by our window, and that's not great because, you need really nice, soft, diffused light whenever you're taking product photography, or else you're going to get, like, really super blown out shots. And, yeah, that doesn't really exist here, so I try to make do with what I can, but it is often very, 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 very difficult to work that way. There's the cat. What's she doing? Hey, your babies. Hey, baby. Meow. What? Hmm? It's nice out today, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Bye-bye. But, yeah, I'm just trying to make do. So I'm going to work on the sleeves for the chiffon navy luxe size scrunchies, and then I'll work on the gingham later because I need to do wristlets with the gingham, and I need to do the basic size scrunchies with the gingham. And that's that. But these sleeves are priority right now, so I have to get started. I'm gonna kick myself because I know that the signs are behind me and I have to blur them out, but there's nothing I can really do. So the sleeves take forever. I'm not sure, I can't remember what all I filmed last, but this fabric, the chiffon, was the fabric that, like the yellow chiffon from the yellow scrunchies, it was too short width-wise. So I had to like physically go and measure each one and cut it out according to the length of each piece of satin, which was fine. You know, I still made out. It was good. But there is quite a bit of chiffon. Wait, I say wastage, but I'm going to figure something out to do with it. That's the other thing I have to do. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with all the scrap fabric. But for now, we're just going to work on the sleeves because I don't know why I do this to myself, but all the sleeves have to like come out. I think I do this because I have to make sure that I have the correct quantity of each piece. So anyway, I was doing a whole bunch of product photography yesterday. I think I started at 2 p.m. and I didn't get done till about 10 o'clock at night. And that included me doing all of the like listings, like I listed everything. So that included me editing the photos, which I don't really edit the photos. I just toss them into like a brightness bulk editor online, and then I use a bulk watermarker to do all my, and it like also resizes everything. I cannot be bothered to edit my photos. Maybe one day when, I don't know, but I can't be bothered to like take the time to really edit my photos down to a T because it's so time consuming as it is. So it did take forever, but just about everything is listed. There's a couple more like product photo-y sort of things that I want to do. I made like a checklist of the kinds of photos that I want to take. So like for example, if I have a planner page, I want to take it, you know, from the top, maybe from the side or like face on, like sitting upright. But I also want to take it with like maybe adjacent items in that collection. And I also want to take it with like it being used, you know, so like sitting in a journal or something like that. So there's some like the pins I have only taken like one product photo for, which I am thinking of redoing because some of those product photos are just jank. But it took a very, very long time yesterday. What am I doing? This one. So it's just very time consuming. And yesterday and today are my only days off this week, except for obviously the weekend, which I don't know why I said obviously because I have worked a weekend already. But yeah, my new schedule should come out today, so I'll see what all I can finagle around for my schedule next week. But I'm just glad to be employed, you guys. And the money is actually above minimum wage, which is nice. So I'm happy about that. All right. Time to get to work. I wish I was filming whenever I saw this. Do you know what that is? Do y'all know what that is? That should be sitting there. You little
bunt cake.
I'm sorry if I'm being extra spicy with my language today, but like I am done. I'm done. Gosh, just with everything going on with like this being rearranged and like stress in general, just in general. My job's fine, by the way. Like it doesn't really give me much stress yet. But now I'm just kind of done with the whole living here situation because I just you know, I'm like, look how crappy the lighting situation is in here. Like, that looks so bad. It's actually a little chilly in here, but I'm just gonna work with it. So to do my chiffon sleeves, I have to obviously go in, put the tags in them, and lately I've been doing stuff in batches instead of like making each scrunchie individually. I will just like batch sew a bunch of stuff. Also, do you love how I'm using my serger cone? I'm just trying to make stuff work out here for me. So I do everything in batches. You can't see my face. Here, can I duck down? No, that's a bit weird. Here, let's adjust you for a second here, just while I'm talking to you. So I do everything in batches just to make it easier in my life. So the first step, if you've watched any of my scrunchie videos where I make scrunchies, basically the first step is I have to sew a seam. Actually, hold on, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I sew the first seam first, and then I cut it very neatly with my rotary cutter, and then that's when I install the zipper into a French seam. And it's pretty like, it's not, I was gonna say standard. It's a pretty straightforward process, and I enjoy it. It's pretty monotonous. It's just like, there's a lot of them. So it can get a bit tedious, but it goes by faster than what I'd like to think it does. The part that is a little bit annoying is lining up the chiffon sleeve with its satin counterpart. That part is a little annoying. But it's something that I have gotten quicker at because I no longer pin the sleeves to the satin anymore. I just trust my gut and hope I don't mess it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started because I have so much work to do. All the chiffon sleeves are done, and I feel like I thought there was more, but there wasn't. So I don't even know how many I have here. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 luxe size scrunchies I'm going to be making here. So now I need to start assembling. So that means taking the sleeves, taking one of these satin pieces, measuring the satin to the size of the sleeve, sewing it up, serging it, yada yada yada. You've seen me do this like a bajillion times. So anyway, let's get this done. That's one done. So I've got them all done now. I'm gonna go and sew them into tubes next at the sewing machine. Once they're sewn into tubes, we're gonna come here and sit on our butt and we're gonna put the elastics through them. And then I think tonight I will spend the evening just sewing any scrunchies that haven't been completely totally finished. So the pink ones, like I mentioned, because I was taking product photography yesterday and noticed that the pink ones weren't sewn up. I will do the gingham scrunchies that I haven't sewn up because I know I didn't sew any of those up either. I will leave the navy gingham scrunchies and wristlets till this weekend, probably. I'm not going to work on them. But I'm pretty sure these are going to be done tonight because that's just the kind of mood I'm in. I'm probably not going to go to the gym. I'm not going to go to the gym. Let's be honest. I'm not going to go. It's 3 o'clock and I just don't have... I don't know. I have to completely overhaul what I'm doing at the gym because I haven't been like motivated. I don't really know when I'm going. So that's a conversation we don't have to have. But I got to take inventory, stock, and levels. I will probably buy some boxes. I feel like I should buy them now, but at the same time I kind of want to wait because I want to figure out how I want to store the wristlets. Just because right now I'm storing them in the boxes as well, but like they don't need to have such a big box. But I guess it doesn't really matter because I don't really have an area to like hang them for storage. So I could just buy a bunch of boxes and just call it a day because they're all stuffed and overflowing with scrunchies right now. So just a lot of shop stuff tonight. I just want to get everything done, make sure all of my counts are correct, and that's about it. And then probably go through all of the fabric stash like I mentioned earlier, figure out what I will do next. Only after the Neon Picnic launch has been done. And then I'm also, gosh guys, I keep going back and forth about the headbands. But I feel like I just need to figure out the headband situation. So I feel like I should do a one layer headband, and I'm not sure if I want to do the triangle point thing or what I want to do. And now that I'm thinking about it, I remember that I talked about making them adjustable. So I'm like,
Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get these done because I want these done before dinner, before my husband gets home, and it's 3 o'clock, so I have at least 2 hours, which I don't think these will take 2 hours, but who knows, I could surprise myself. So I will talk to you in like a second or two.
Look how pretty this is in the sun. Also, there's the dog. Me? What? Okay. So I'm almost done with the last scrunchie to be sewn into a tube. They're all sitting here now. However, I don't think I'm gonna finish them tonight because look at the temperature it is in here. The temperature out here is almost 30 degrees Celsius and it's over 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And it feels like it. It's disgusting out here. I'm sweating and I just want to get the elastics put in and then, you know, they'll be ready for me to do tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be as bad tomorrow. But, you know, I could always do this inside as well, but I could always bring my air conditioner outside. But since it's 7:30 and my husband has his friends coming over, I'm not going to get any more done tonight. So I'm just going to leave it at that and I'll go inside and maybe do some video editing since it's been, I'm so sorry guys, it's been like over a week and a half since I've done any sort of stuff for the YouTube channel. I need to brainstorm how I'm going to market the Neon Picnic launch. There's like a lot that I have to do. So I'm just going to call it here for tonight. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hello, hi. I was going to say good morning. It is not morning anymore, but it is Saturday. It's in the afternoon, early afternoon. And I'm out here now because I wanted to get out here before it started really heating up in here, which currently the thermostat is at 66 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's nice and balmy in here, but I need to finish sewing up these navy scrunchies. I have to finish sewing up the pink scrunchies. I'm realizing I didn't bring my iPad out here for my entertainment. I know there's a TV out here, but it's hooked up to my brother-in-law's accounts. And I don't want him to know what I'd be watching. So, not that I watch anything weird, but like, I don't want to mess up his accounts. So, I have a lot to finish. I also realized that I should probably, well, no, I can use my iPad and my notes, my good notes. I need to take inventory stock of everything that's finished and just, you know, make sure all that's done. I am so happy and proud of myself. Well, it took longer than it should have, but I came up with like a build-a-bundle on the website. But basically, I set up a build-a-bundle. It's for my Oops All B grades bundle, which is like all of the products that aren't up to my standards. They don't count as A grades. They could be B or C grades. Basically, it's like, say a sticker gets a lamination error or like a speck of dust gets caught in like a bookmark or something, or printing errors. I just recently had a Neon Picnic sticker sheet. Since our printer sits under our bed, sometimes like hair gets caught in it and it's a whole thing. I wish we didn't have our printer under the bed, but there's literally nowhere else to put it. So a piece of hair got dragged in the printer and it caused all sorts of issues with the sticker sheet. But it's so minimal, and I think it was only on like 1 or 2 stickers that I'm like, maybe someone will still want these for like a discount. Like all the stuff in the B grade bundle is like discounted, and I've made it so that you can basically choose now whatever you want in your B grade bundle. So it can be stickers, it can be scrunchies, it can be whatever you want. You get to choose as long as they're available. And I also tried to make it so that you can like at checkout, and there's like a note and everything, you'll see it. There's a note on the B grade listing saying if you want, like, say you want something from the Pride collection and say you identify as bisexual or demisexual. If I have B grade stuff for those identities in stock and you want those, I can give them to you. If you have a favorite color and you want me to just include all of your favorite color in your order, I will try my best to do that. So at checkout, you can leave me a note asking for that. But it's only if those items are in stock, okay? So if I don't have a pink scrunchie and you really wanted a pink scrunchie, but I don't have any pink scrunchies, it's just going to be randomized. So everything's randomized. You don't really get to choose what you get, but unless you like leave me a note, and obviously items are subject to availability. But I wanted to make it really fun for you guys, and I also wanted to start getting rid of some of my Be Great stuff. So you get to choose however many stickers you want. You could choose, like if you want a door hanger, you get to choose whatever you want. So I'm excited about that, and I'm hoping it takes off because I think it's really fun. So anyway, I am out here because I have to finish this stuff. But like I said, I have to go get my iPad. And I got to do inventory. I really wanted to take inventory last night, but I was getting the itch to do that at like 10 p.m. And at that point, I had spent so much time getting that B grade listing set up and trying to figure out, oh my gosh, Shopify, I could kill Shopify. But I spent so many hours trying to set that up the way I wanted it to and trying to make the customer notes work and all that stuff. It was a pain in my butt. But it's the way I want it now. Yeah, but like I was saying, I got the itch to take inventory last night, but I was so exhausted from work. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go to bed. So I did that. But I am out here because I want to finish off all the scrunchies that need to be sewn shut. I'm going to work on the gingham afterwards. Am I going to work on today? It depends on how hot it gets out here. But yeah, all the scrunchies that need sewn up, I'm going to do that now. But before I do that, I actually want to take stock. Do I want to take stock now or just wait? I don't know. Actually, let's just sew everything up first. Maybe I should just take stock after this is done, but I really want to take stock. I don't know what it is about numbers, but anyway, I need to shut up and actually start working.
Later that day.
Good evening. So it is now, did I just see a fly in the background? There is a fly somewhere around here. Good evening. Again, it is almost 8 p.m. or it could be 8 p.m. at this point. I've tried to film this several different times. And the ring light behind me is looking like a halo in religious artwork. I went to college. There, that's a little bit better. So as you can see, we have a little bit of organization happening back here. I tried to get all of the scrunchies in like boxes by color. So like that so far. The pink scrunchies are finished, all done. I am currently working on cotton scrunchies, which are in front of me. The fly's on my head. Go away. You silly fly. Anyway, so the cotton scrunchies, we're going to have an issue, aren't we? Go away. So the cotton scrunchies are in front of me, and they've been quite a dream to sew, actually, and there is a reason for that. There's a whole logistical, physical reason why cotton is easier to sew than satin, but look it up yourself. I can't explain it because I'm horrible at explaining stuff like that. But the navy scrunchies I forgot to do. So I think once this thread is used up, I will switch it out for navy briefly just to get those done because there's only 12 of them. It shouldn't take that long. And yeah, then I'll have to tackle this mountain. And I don't know how much longer I'm going to be staying outside because I am in quite a sewy mood. And I would like to get as much done as possible because there's really nothing much else to do tonight. The only thing I thought about doing, since I'm waiting for boxes before I get inventory done because I would love to put all of the scrunchies in their own individual boxes. And maybe I'm considering what the future is going to hold as far as stock keeping in the shop because I know eventually I would love to do barcodes. And I'm thinking before the stock gets too great, maybe I should start thinking about that sooner rather than later. But that's a whole other conversation that we can have. But I was thinking of going inside later tonight and maybe taking stock of all the stationary inventory since everything's inside and that would be easier to do. I still would love some sort of an organizational thing inside, but I'm really limited on what I can do with the space that I have. But anyway, that's again a whole other story. It's eventually we'll get there. But I have just been out here all day just sewing these up. I haven't been doing anything else. I did break briefly for dinner and that was about it. And I don't think there's anything else for me to talk about actually. Now that I think about it, that's about it. You're all caught up. It's been a very uneventful day. And I will talk to you tomorrow because heaven forbid I am not getting through all these scrunchies tonight. It's just, unless I don't know, I could. But I will talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Which brings us to Monday, and I realize again that I forgot to film an outro. So we're in my car now because I'm about to go to the grocery store. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot more than you think. And if you're feeling a little frisky, go ahead and subscribe. And one more thing. You know what time it is. It's time to go say hi to Shane in the comments. So leave a comment down below for myself or for Shane. And if you made it this far in the video, let's do something really fun. Let's put something about the Neon Picnic collection. So at the very, very end of this video, before this outro, I will put up a little sneak preview of all of the characters. So let me know down below who your favorite character is for the Neon Picnic launch, and I will see you guys in next week's vlog. Bye!